Today we're going to go over a secret sub-story that I believe is hidden in the last Unicorn book. More specifically, the backstory of Mommy Fortuna. But first, I want to know who your favorite author is. You have McGann, the Fangirl. Make sure you subscribe and check back every week for new fandom videos. When I was recording my talking through the last Unicorn video, something hit me. After analyzing the last Unicorn several times, I've come to the conclusion that this world is smaller and more closely connected than we initially believe. And Mommy Fortuna is no exception. She also has a past that connects with the story in a deeper way. Unfortunately though, the movie glosses over this part. That being the case, I'm going to classify this as a book analyzation, but no worries. If you haven't followed the book, you should still be able to really easily follow along. Okay, so we all know that Haggard lives in this decrepit castle that gets referenced as being like a tomb. However, the movie neglects to give us a few key reasons as to why the castle is in such bad shape. Namely, when Haggard showed up and took over the land, he hired a witch to build the coolest castle ever, but then he decided not to pay her even though he should have easily had enough money. Seriously, King Haggard makes Scrooge McDuck look like he's frivolous with his money. The witch, being perfectly reasonable, went to Hagsgate, the town nearest to the castle, and she asked the residents there to pursue the king to pay his debts. The people were not moved to intervene though, and so the witch ultimately cursed the castle and the town. Basically, Hagsgate would prosper beyond their wildest dreams, but the town would fall when Haggard did, and it would be one of their children who grew up and destroyed everything. That being the case, the townfolk got together and agreed to never have children so that they could be wealthy instead. But as Ian Malcolm will tell you, life will find a way. And a baby was born despite this pact. But because it was an unwanted baby, he was left outside to freeze to death. And you movie-only viewers may have guessed it, that was the baby that King Haggard got off of a doorstep, Prince Lear himself. As we all know, Lear's death motivated the unicorn to fight back against the Red Bull, and that in turn caused Haggard's castle to collapse for reasons. Anyways, back to the curse part. I think that curse is why Haggard's castle is so creepy. There's demonic faces in the stone walls and this weird vine design etched around the towers. Surely no one would want to live in a place like that, especially not if you were going to design a castle from scratch. Also, it's good to note that the castle is roughly 50 years old, as the book notes that no one in Hagsgate seems to be younger than 50. And who else do we know that's way over the age of 50 that can also create extremely good illusions? Why, Mommy Fortuna, of course. That's right, fanboys and fangirls. I think Mommy Fortuna used to be the powerful witch that cursed Haggard's castle and made it look so spooky. That backstory might also cover why Schmendrick mentions that Mommy Fortuna will not go anywhere near Haggard's castle. It's probably because she realizes that Haggard or the people of Hagsgate would burn her alive if they ever got a hold of her again. And they do it all just for the hope of keeping the prosperity without risking the downfall, if for no other reason. It's the weirdest, happiest curse ever. Also consider that Mommy Fortuna has a very depressing life where she's traveling around, pulling in rubes to come see her fake mythological beasts, and that's not a very easy life for a lady her age. So that implies to me that something in Mommy Fortuna's life went wrong somewhere, and her medieval retirement plan went awry. Maybe Mommy Fortuna was Haggard's leading magic person before Mabrook arrived, and that's why Mabrook was so upset to be replaced by Schmendrick, because he knows the life of an aging wizard is cruel and hard. Let's also not forget that the curse was bittersweet, and the people of Hagsgate were to have luxurious lives until the fall of King Haggard. Kind of interesting that her name is Mommy Fortuna. Fortuna is the Roman goddess of fortune and luck, which is basically what Mommy Fortuna grants to people who refuse to help her. So she's giving them something good even though they're forsaking her, because it's done with the intent of making them miserable by taking it all away someday. Almost like an evil genie wish. It fits so well and makes so much sense in the context of the book. So I'm really excited that that idea kind of popped into my head. And the lack of reverence that Haggard showed a witch like Mommy Fortuna Fortuna probably marked the beginning of the end of magic in this universe. We see in the book and in the movie over and over again that any form of, quote, true magic comes from old people and ageless wizards. So if there is one theme that I find constant in The Last Unicorn, it's that moving towards modernity is the real death of magic. So, new leader, new modern castle, disrespect to magic, to the witch, to everything that should have been done in terms of propriety. And I really think this idea that Mommy Fortuna being this sort of dried up, angry witch going around stealing mythological creatures or making up regular animals to trick people into giving over their money is a fitting scenario for a witch that would be cast out of society in a way like the witch who must have made King Haggard's castle. So I'd love to know your thoughts if this theory works out for you, if it checks out in your opinion for the book or the movie or both. Leave your answer in the comments, and it might not be reality, but theories are more fun. I forgot to record my specialty derps. I usually don't do them on my more mature videos, but I guess you guys are just going to deal with it because The Last Unicorn has fabulous music. When the last eagle flies over the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the last dusty fountain, in the shadow of the morning, though she may be old and worn, look and see her how she sparkles. It's the last unicorn. I'm alive. I'm alive. Okay, that wasn't my best derp. I kind of screwed up a little bit there, but you got to listen to it anyways. Full and flawed. See you next time. Well, that's all I have for now, but this video's not quite over yet. I get a lot of comments that say, do a theory on this topic, but I've already done those theories. So please consider going to my main channel page and clicking on the video tab so that way you can see everything I've done. You will probably find a lot of things you like that you never even knew that I posted. I want to let you know that I also have two other channels, Say Halo Goodbye Gaming and the Fanily Family Vlogs. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed enough to hit subscribe and share. I can use all the help I can get to let other people know that this channel exists. And if you made it this far, leave me a comment that says something like, hey, I made it to the end, and then let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future. I can't make any promises, but the more people that request something, the more I can look into it. Okay, well, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.